Yeah, this girl's breast keys is quietly beside my phone. The reflection of the television screen flickers out. I pick it up without thinking twice tonight. My apartment walls are suffocating every thought. The elevator hums down to the basement floor. My footsteps echo against the painted gray concrete. I turn the ignition and watch the dashboard glow neon blue. The clock is 2:15 while the city sleeps in silence. No destination written on my mind at all. Just pushing the pedal until the noise fades away. Driving through empty lanes under yellow street lights. My mind keeps spinning like the wheels on asphalt. Is it escape or am I just chasing ghosts? The city lights blur into steady soft streams. I talk to myself in the quiet cabin room. Nobody hears the questions I leave behind. The river bridge stretches out beneath the cool air. Taillights fade into distant red points ahead. I used to call you whenever the night got this long. Now it's just me and the soft white noise of tires. Checking the rearview mirror for memories I lost. Nothing is following except my own heavy shadow. Turn the ignition and watch the dashboard glow neon blue. The clock is 2:15 while the city sleeps in silence. No destination written on my mind at all. Just pushing the pedal until the noise fades away. Driving through empty lanes under yellow street lights. My mind keeps spinning like the wheels on asphalt. Is it escape or am I just chasing ghosts? The city lights blur into steady soft streams. I talk to myself in the quiet cabin room. Nobody hears the questions I leave behind. Maybe tomorrow this heavy chest will feel like maybe the morning brings answers I couldn't find. But right now the dark road belongs to me alone. One steady hand resting on the steering wheel rim. Passing the turn off to where we used to live. I keep driving forward into the quiet night. Cold brass key back in my pocket now. Just me and the yellow street lights. Tires home against wet city asphalt. The yellow street lights flicker past your window. You haven't said a single word since gang up. Just leaning your forehead on the cool glass. Drop that heavy backpack on the floorboards. You work past midnight 3 days in a row. I know that quiet sigh you try to swallow, so I just turned the heater up a notch. The city's finally gonna sleep. We don't need a real destination tonight. Just pick a song and let the silence stay the way. I am right beside you. Lean back and rest your tired shoulders. We're cruising down the empty riverside lane. Leave all those unanswered emails behind us. The distant red tail lights lead the way ahead. You carry way too much today, my friend, so let the cool breeze wash it all away. We cross Maple Bridge to our song so quietly. The orange dash light glows softly between us two. You tell me life feels like an endless loop, paying rent and chasing deadlines every month. I pull up an old playlist you used to love, the chill beats from our college days back then. You chuckle softly looking at the screen and finally let your heavy eyelids fall. The neon signs are turning off one by one. We don't need a real destination tonight. Just let the bass rumble through the floorboards. Either way, I'm right beside you. Lean back and rest your tired shoulders. We're cruising down the empty riverside lane. Leave all those unanswered emails behind us. stale vanilla hangs from the dashboard vent, clashing with the sharp damp fog outside. He turns the ignition key without a word, watching her pull her coat tighter against the leather seat. The yellow glow of streetlights washes over her profile, while he keeps both hands locked on the wheel at 10 and 2. Neither mentions the 3 years that slipped away, only the soft rhythmic hum of the heater blowing warm air. She checks her silent phone screen in the dim cabin light, tracing a thumb over a ghost of a text. He shifts into drive as the traffic signal turns amber, steering them onto the empty bypass heading south. They chase the taillights into the quiet edge of town, speaking in short sentences to keep the memory down. The highway stretches long under a midnight canopy, two ghosts riding through the city silently. He does not ask her where she needs to go tonight. She just watches the neon blur, the side mirror light. Burnt coffee cups rattle in the center holder, adding a bit of dark roast note to the air. She rolls the window down just a tiny inch, letting the fridge a river breeze cut through the cabin warmth. The lo-fi drum that plays low from an old playlist, a song they used to replay when they were 22. He taps a thumb on the steering wheel to match the snare, wishing he had the courage to address the silence there. At the toll booth gate he pays the cash in silence, the wiper blade sweeping away a sudden light rain. She reaches for the radio dial then stops halfway, leaving the space between them filled with static and delay. They chase the taillights into the quiet edge of town, speaking in short sentences to keep the memory down. The highway stretches long under a midnight canopy, two ghosts riding through the city silently. He does not ask her where she needs to go tonight. She just watches the neon blur, the side mirror light. The engine idles near a quiet apartment gate. She leaves the door unlocked for a second too long. He nods once, watching her step out into the chill. The scent of vanilla lingers after she is gone. A sudden memory shatters static silence, while the engine idles at a dead red light. High-rise apartment windows flicker off in sequence, leaving Wide Avenue straight in indigo night. Soft green glow from the digital dashboard illuminates dust floating slow in the cabin air. The highway sign points toward an empty coast, and I turn the lever wheel without a care. Sodium street lamps paint long golden stripes across the black metallic hood. Tachometer needles sit steady right where peaceful minds should. Cool air from the vents brushes against my knuckles on the wheel. Every shadow in the side mirror loses its power to feel. Now the city melts behind us in a smear of orange glare, counting miles on the digital clock, breathing in the quiet air. Four lanes open like an empty river, running straight through the dark. Nothing left to analyze, just the engine steady spark, tracing neon lines until the skyline fades away. Blinking yellow traffic signals project, steady rhythm on the windshield glass. Tollgate cameras flash a soft blue white as 3 automated lanes pass. Unopened canned coffee sits rattling quietly inside the cup holder groove. Reflections of distant taillights blur every time the wiper blades move. Low bass hums through the door panels, subtle rumble in the floorboard frame. Street signs turn to silver strokes, erasing every heavy city melts behind us in a smear of orange glare, counting miles on the digital clock, breathing in the quiet air. Four lanes open like an empty river, running straight through the dark. Nothing left to analyze, just the engine steady spark, tracing neon lines until the skyline fades away. Overpass shadows sweep across the seats in a rhythmic slide. 200 horsepower carving clean lines through the sleeping countryside. The entire metropolis shrinks down to a red dot in the rearview frame. Moving forward feels like healing when there's no one left to blame. Coastline road appears a muted gray before the dawnlight breaks. down to idle, counting every breath it takes as the lights blink slow beside the sound of a distant tide. Just the stillness remaining from a late night drive. At what exact kilometer does a bad choice turn into an old memory? The digital clock on the dash says 2:15 and my head feels like passing the dark river bridge with green lights fading into neon blur. Did I leave the porch lamp burning? Or was that yesterday? Doesn't matter now, 80 miles an hour feels like total stillness. My phone screen glows in the cup holder with a name I shouldn't answer. Why do we always head for the city boundary when we need to think? The tachometer needle sways like a quiet pulse. Yellow lane divider line slipping endlessly underneath. I keep turning the volume dial to the right, trying to crowd out the sentences I left unfinished. Cruising the outer ring road while the radio static plays. Thoughts drifting smoothly from your face to the cost of high-octane fuel. Night driving always feels like confessing to an empty room. Reflections slide across the windshield glass. We were just two people terrified of coming to a complete stop. Was it 3 months ago or 3 years when we sat by the convenience store? Red brake lights half a mile ahead, flicker twice then turn down and exit. I wonder if my apartment still smells like stale coffee. I wonder if you still carry that silver keychain from Japan. Orange fuel indicator dot glows faintly in the dark corner. Maybe I should pull over at the next 24-hour rest stop. Or maybe I should keep steering straight until the ocean appears. Left finger clicking rhythmically against the silence. Not a single car beside me, street lamp standing like tall observers. If I shut off the lights for just 2 seconds, does the rest of the world cease to exist? Or do I? No, that's foolish. Keep both hands firm on the leather grip. Cruising the outer ring road while the radio static plays. Thoughts drifting smoothly from your face to the cost of high-octane fuel. Night driving always feels like confessing to an empty room. Reflections slide across the windshield glass. We were just two people terrified of coming to a complete stop. Slowing down near an off-ramp I don't recognize. Engine idling, warm air through the silence. Where was I driving to anyway? Just watching the road stretch out. Just watching the road. That heavy swivel chair still holds your slumping shoulders in the dark. You used to bite your lips until the ink stains bled into the part. I know you thought the night would never give you room to breathe, staring at that screen, believing you were forced to leave. Now I am steering down this quiet coastal highway line, taking back the hours that you gave away to time. The dashboard glow is softer than that glaring desk display. I wish you knew how far we drove away. Yeah. You prayed for quiet escape back then, counting every mistake with the broken pen. Look through my eyes across the windshield glass. Every dark hour was destined to pass. Dear younger me, you don't have to cry tonight. I am cruising through the darkness into city light. The seat beneath me glides across the asphalt stream, living out the peace you only dared to dream. Keep holding on through that heavy wooden frame. One day the wind will softly call your name. Remember how you thought 24 was the end of the road, sitting in that cheap mesh chair bearing the entire load. Coffee turned cold while the deadline stacked up high. You never looked out the window at the midnight night sky. I bought this car with the money you were scared to save, tuning into stations that make us feel brave. The leather seat here holds me, but I remember your back pressed against the vinyl when the world turned black. If I could pull to that tiny basement room, honk the horn twice and scatter all the gloom, I'd tell you that the highway feels so wide and free, and every mile I cover is for you and me. Dear younger me, you don't have to cry tonight. I am cruising through the darkness into city light. The sea beneath me glides across the asphalt stream, living out the peace you only dare to dream. Keep holding on through that heavy wooden frame. One day the wind will softly call your name. The road stretches far past 3 in the morning. No urgent chimes, no sudden warning. Just relax your shoulders in that chair, my friend. We made it out in the end. Ember Street lights bleed through white glass. You climbed in without saying where you're bound. Just tap the screen, checked your wrist, let a sigh slip out. I shifted into drive as the city quieted down. Yeah, you asked if I minded the low radio sound. I said it's fine, I keep it low to filter out the noise inside. Yeah, you laughed a dry, tired laugh and looked out at the side. Two strangers floating through a midnight grid. Nobody asking for our names or what we did. You asked me why I'm working at 3 in the morning. I told you driving keeps the heavy thoughts from forming. So where are we going? Where do we go when the whole world is sleeping under sodium glow? You talk about your weary job, I speak about my debt. Two shadows sharing stories that we'll probably forget. Just turn the heat up high and let the highway stretch out long. 30-minute friendship written in a nocturnal song. You tell me how you almost left this town last year. I tell you how I stayed because of a stupid fear. The wiper blades grip rhythm on the foggy glass. We hit the overpass, watching late night trucks pass. You offer me a mint from your coat pocket, seems small kindness from a ghost living inside a dream. No promises to keep, no history to break, just honest words too exhausted, still decide to make. Two strangers floating through a midnight grid. Nobody asking for our names or what we did. You asked me why I'm working at 3 in the morning. I told you driving keeps the heavy thoughts from forming. So where are we going? Where do we go when the whole world is sleeping under sodium glow? You talk about your weary job, I speak about my debt. Two shadows sharing stories that we'll probably forget. Just turn the heat up high and let the highway stretch out long. A 30-minute friendship written in a nocturnal song. The destination pin is blinking red ahead. Neither one of us wants to go back to an empty bed. You say thanks for listening, it helped you breathe a bit. I say thanks for speaking, I needed all of it. The meter stops, you open up the door, back to being people we were right before. Sodium light fades in the rearview mirror. The night gets quiet but my head feels clearer. Yeah, you said yesterday I drive too slow and hurt. The wiper blade leaves one thin smudge across my view. A crumpled paper receipt sits inside the console box, shown 2 iced lattes bought at 4 p.m. A yellow cat steps carefully across the white crosswalk lines. The digital clock jumps silently from 3 to 4. The heater blows dry air against my cold knuckles. One orange traffic light blinks caution for no one at all. I shift the gear to drive and feel the floorboards hum, replaying every casual word you threw away. A burnt out letter on the neon market sign. A plastic grocery bag got tangled on the railing. I am making a list of everything I see tonight, just to keep my mind from turning back to you. The reflections of red tail lights in a shallow puddle. The toll gate barrier, lifting up without a sound. Yeah. Your black hair tie is still wrapped around the gear shift knob. The glove compartment holds 3 unused paper napkins. A delivery scooter zooms past on the empty right lane. It's a red box glowing under the muted street lamps. My phone battery rests steady at 11%. The low bass in the speaker shakes the side mirror frame. You say yesterday I never pay attention to details, so I count the blue parking lines painted on the asphalt. I count the static crackles between dead radio stations. I count the exact seconds every green signal lasts. And none of these small numbers explain why you walked away. A single night more orbits the street lamp globe. The fuel light flickers amber near the edge of town. You say yesterday I drive too slow and it hurt. Maybe you were right about that one thing. Faded fleece cuts brush against leather, catching slightly on the grip. At 3 o'clock it is the same gray knit you bought me when winter first touched the hand river banks. The heater blows warm air across my wrist, making the frayed wool itch against my skin. I shift into fourth and check the mirror, watching the neon sign of an all-night pharmacy fade away. You used to pull these sleeves over my knuckles whenever my hands got cold on late night drives. Now the cotton is thin, the ties are coming loose, and every passing street light brings back a scene I buried. I'm driving through the ghost of us, rolling past the convenience store where we split high tea. The fabric on my wrist remembers your touch better than I do. I step on the gas just to outrun the memory, but every red light brings you back in full color. Sitting beside me with your knees pulled to your chest. The bass hums low through the floorboards, a slow beat playing that you used to skip. I look over at the empty passenger seat where the velvet trim has a crease from your old handbag. Flashback hits hard at the bridge intersection. You're laughing into your scarf, fogging up the side window, drawing a little heart and erasing it before I turn to look. I grip the wheel tighter, course thread digging in. I am driving through the ghost of us, rolling past the convenience store where we split hot tea. The fabric on my wrist remembers your touch better than I do. I step on the gas just to outrun the memory, but every red light brings you back in full color. Sitting beside me with your knees pulled to your chest. Maybe I kept this frayed sweater on purpose. Maybe I took the long bypass just to feel the quiet ache. The texture of the past is rough under my fingers, woven out of late night silent turns and unsaid goodbyes. The sleeve unravels slightly as I park, engine idling in an empty alleyway. The city sleeps, but this wall still holds your warmth. I rest my head against the wheel and let it linger. Yeah, 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 yeah. Reflecting off the steering wheel tonight, I close my eyes and fast forward the clock, past all the quiet streets and dead-end blocks. I see us 10 years older, maybe 38, cruising the same bypass long after it's late. You'll have a different jacket, olive gray in my hair, but the silence between us will still be right there. The highway lines keep flashing by like code. I wonder if we'll still share this exact road when our 20s fade out like a radio song. Will you still ride shotgun where you belong? I picture us driving through midnight, years away, with nothing left to prove and nothing urgent to say. The dashboard clock ticking down the hours we keep, while the city below us falls completely asleep. We don't need a destination in that distant atmosphere. your car with quieter tires, or maybe we'll still chase these same quiet desires. You'll check your phone, see a calendar date, laughing at how we used to stay up so late. Yeah, we won't talk about money or the stress from the floor, just how that cool air feels through a cracked open door. I can almost hear your future laugh in the dark, right before we coast into an empty park. The highway lines keep flashing by like code. I wonder if we'll still share this exact road when our 20s fade out like a radio song. Will you still ride shotgun where you belong? I picture us driving through midnight, years away, with nothing left to prove and nothing urgent to say. The dashboard clock ticking down the hours we keep, while the city below us falls completely asleep. We don't need a destination in that distant atmosphere, just the same late night driving that we're doing right here. Time moves too fast when the speedometer stays low. We're chasing a tomorrow that we don't even know. But if I hold this wheel and keep my vision clear, I know I'll find you sitting next to me right here. No matter what changes, when the daylight appears. Living in a future that hasn't been seen, just you and me, driving past midnight into the years ahead. Yeah, I spent plastic lighter rest beside my mug. It sits on the glass table, catching the faint TV glare. I pick up my keys, step out into the hallway. No plan in my head, just an itch for open air. The elevator down feels slower than usual tonight. My reflection in the steel looks tight around the eyes. I hit the unlock button, hear the quiet double chirp, and slide into the driver's seat to drop the disguise. The engine idle vibrates right through my shoes. I put my phone on mute, turning off the evening news. No phone calls to make, no messages to send, just me in these dark roads that never seem to end. I drive past the clothes shops on the river boulevard, thinking about the things I keep locked inside my heart. The yellow streetlights pulse like a quiet steady beat, finding some peace on an empty city street. No, nobody asks me where I'm going at 2 in the morning. No heavy expectations, no sudden stormy warning. The air conditioning blows cool against my skin. I wonder when this heavy feeling first crept in. We spend so much time acting like we haven't figured out, trading big dreams for a pocket full of doubt. I merge onto the beltway, speed limit 75. It takes a night like this just to feel somewhat alive. Passing glowing green next to signs I used to know, watching red tail lights in the distance slowly glow. Maybe tomorrow I will face what I've been running from. Maybe the morning light will bring a different outcome. But right now the speedometer is all I need to see, just 60 miles per hour between the darkness and me. I pull into the driveway as the sky turns dark navy. Turn off the ignition, key rests in my hand, so heavy the quiet comes back, settling slow and deep. Maybe now I can finally get some sleep. A metal shooter clatters against pavement, down the alley where you stood waiting. You pull the passenger door shut, slow, heavy jacket smells like late shift coffee. You haven't said 3 words since getting in, and honestly you don't even have to try. The city drops away behind the rear bumper, just yellow sodium lights cutting through the shade. I know that look you give the side mirror, you're counting turns like you're trying to escape. So lean your forehead on the chilly window pane. We can cruise until the clock runs out of daylight. Leave your heavy coat on the floorboard. We don't have to talk about what broke today, just listen to the heater blowing low. lights all stop. Remember sitting on plastic convenience store chairs, talking about 30 like it was a million miles off. Now we pay monthly rent and buy cheaper beer, pretending that the pressure isn't getting rough. You stared at your phone 3 times in 5 minutes, then turned to face down on the center console tray. I won't ask who hurt your pride this afternoon. I'll just shift down gears and speed away. I know that look you give the side mirror. You're counting turns like you're trying to escape. So lean your forehead on the chilly window pane. We can cruise until the clock runs out of daylight. Leave your heavy coat on the floorboard. We don't have to talk about what broke today. Just listen to the heater blowing low as we cross the river where the towers fade. You don't need a map, you don't need a reason. I'm just driving till your shoulders drop. No need to explain tonight, my friend. We ride until the traffic lights all stop. The expressway stretches wide and clear. 0 cars beside us on the western lane. If you wanna scream, I'll turn the bass up high. Let the subwoofer swallow all your pain. And if you just want silence, then we keep it still, watching red tail lights wash across the glass. You've carried everyone else's burden all year. Tonight you let the miles pass. Just rest your head back. The highway toll gate is miles behind. We got nowhere to be till morning comes. Stay quiet, man. I got the wheel. Yeah. Burn gasoline and cold river dampness fill the cabin space. He cracks the driver's side glass to let the coolness trickle in. She sits beside him with her shoulder leaning against the door frame, watching the pale red tail lights. Her head dissolve like ink on wet paper. Neither of them speaks about the apartment key left on the counter, or why he chose the long loop past the closed industrial park. His right hand rests on the gear shift, quiet and steady, while her gaze stays fixed on the blurry yellow lane dividers. The city behind them shrinks down in the side mirrors. An old chill hot playlist loops from my phone, bass turn low. They carry a soft stillness that neither wants to break first. Moving 50 miles an hour through the empty 3 a.m. lane. He keeps his eyes on the sweeping bend of the highway. She lets her fingers trace the cool glass of the passenger side, through shadows riding through the middle of a quiet night, saying everything without ever raising a voice. The river road curves gently around the sleeping district, holding them together in the dim green glow of the dash. A heavy scent of moist clover and wet concrete drifts across the seats. He taps his thumb against the leather wheel to the slow synth rhythm. She pulls her oversized knit sweater tighter around her wrist, adjusting the heater knob until a gentle breeze reaches her knees. They both know the exit for her apartment complex is approaching, yet he stays in the middle lane, bypassing the illuminated sign. She notices the unsaid choice and subtly lowers her chin, hiding a small, quiet expression against her collar. The city behind him shrinks down in the side mirrors. An old chill hot playlist loops from my phone, bass turn low. They carry a soft stillness that neither wants to break first. Moving 50 miles an hour through the empty 3 a.m. lane. He keeps his eyes on the sweeping bend of the highway. She lets her fingers trace the cool glass of the passenger side, through shadows riding through the middle of a quiet night, saying everything without ever raising a voice. The river road curves gently around the sleeping district, holding them together in the dim green glow of the dash. The unmanned toll plaza appears under blue neon light. He lets the car glide forward without hitting the brakes hard. She turns her face slightly, watching his profile in the dark, not in the faint shadow of exhaustion along his jawline. No future promises are made, no destination gets named, just 4 tires humming on the damp surface under dark clouds. Smell of cold river water lingers in the air. He keeps the steering wheel straight over the water. She closes her eyes as the bridge lights flicker past. The highway goes on into the quiet dark. Two people ride gliding past the edge of the night. A sharp regret cuts clean through quiet now. The speedometer needle rests at 65. Reflections of overpasses streak across the windshield. Tangerine street lamps casting long ribbons over dark vinyl. In the passenger side mirror, city skyscrapers shrink to tiny sparks. The engine's low hum keeps the rhythm steady while a single unsaid sentence lingers right between our shoulders. Taillights red as burning coals lit into the tunnel. Concrete walls echo back the low sub-bass rhythm. You lean your head against the cool passenger window, watching faint reflections of the dash light flicker on your cheek. We ride the midnight ring road where the city loses its breath, turning every silent exit into something we forgot to speak. Over bridge cables stretched like dark guitar strings in the cold. The miles roll away while we chase the quiet between the beats. Just chrome and shadows, ooh, sweeping past the river line. Driving through the static till morning finds us whole. The toll gate barrier lifts like a slow black arm. Exhaust steam rises from the sedan running ahead. The navigation screen paints blue routes across dark maps. We're calculating distances we never meant to cross. Your phone screen blinks once on the rubber tray, then dims, leaving only the radio glow resting on leather seams. At the scenic overlook where the fog hangs thick, we pull to the shoulder without turning off the key. Highways curve below us like glowing veins of amber. And for 3-4 minutes, neither of us tries to leave. Tires rolling slow on exit ramps. Blue light on your resting hands. The city sleeps below the bridge. We keep the engine humming soft. Where do the thoughts go when nobody asks for them? I asked the windshield, but it just sweeps the fog away. Third lane is empty, my left ankle aches from the clutch. My boss sent a message at 8, I didn't open it. Or maybe I didn't, forgot how to write back politely. The bass in the speaker is buzzing, I should fix the trim. Remember when we bought that overpriced convenience store ice cream? You hated them then, but you ate it because I was laughing. Now it's 3 miles to the exit that leads to my old school. I turn the heater off then on again. The dashboard clock is lying by 5 minutes. My mind keeps skipping tracks like a scratch disc. Who decided 30 was supposed to feel like this? Why are the signal lights always blinking late at night? Nobody is crossing, nobody is stopping. Just driving through, I press the pedal down a little lower, watching shadows stretch, streaming noise inside my head, turned up louder than the song. We chase something nameless down the river road, never quite catching it, never quite turning back home. My phone screen lights up on the cup holder, just a battery warning. I thought for a second it was your name popping up. Stupid, we haven't talked since the leaves were still green. Now it's late November or maybe December already. The air smells like cheap windshield, wash the fluid in cold concrete. I need to pay my insurance by Friday or they'll cancel it. Why did I buy a car I barely use except to wander? Maybe just to have a box where no one asks if I'm doing fine. An overhead sign says Gangnam in 10 kilometers. I don't wanna go to Gangnam, I don't wanna go home either. Just loop around the beltway until the fuel light flickers yellow. Is it normal to feel like a passenger in your own skin? I roll down the window 2 inches, taste the damp air. It bites my cheek, pulls me back into the driver's seat. Why are the signal lights always blinking late at night? Nobody is crossing, nobody is stopping. Just driving through, I press the pedal down a little lower, watching shadows stretch, streaming noise inside my head, turned up louder than the song. We chase something nameless down the river road, never quite catching it, never quite turning back home. Exiting toward an empty parking lot. The headlights cut through the dark, then fade out. Still no enter to anything. Key stays in the ignition, engine idling, just waiting for the quiet to make sense. Yeah. exhaustion as I slide behind this wheel at midnight. 10 hours locked in a swivel chair, press against my spine. Leaving the parking garage into the river air. I tune the lo-fi beat low on the dashboard, watching yellow sodium amps pulse over the steering wheel. I wish I could dial a number back 10 years ago and tell the 20-year-old kid shivering in a rented room. Yeah, you were terrified of failing every single test, staying up till 3 a.m. wondering if you belonged. If you could see me now, cruising down Olympic Expressway, maybe you would breathe a little easier tonight. Don't worry so much, younger me in the dark. The road ahead is long, but we made it through the storm. Every late night tear you wiped away in silence, turned into the engine humming through the dark. You made it to the future, you made it to this car. I remember how your back ached in the library seat, staring at empty bank accounts and half-written essays. You thought 5 years down the line would be total failure, that no one would care about the songs inside your head. Now the soft driver's seat takes the pressure on my back as I hit 40 miles an hour on the open bridge. I still wear the same anxiety, sometimes it's true, but I handle the steering wheel much better than you. Don't worry so much, younger me in the dark. The road ahead is long, but we made it through the storm. Every late night tear you wiped away in silence, turned into the engine humming through the dark. You made it to the future, you made it to this car. The city looks different when you're not running away. I roll down the window feeling the cool river wind. Yeah, you built this moment out of small painful steps, so thank you for not giving up back then. I shift into gear as the green light clears. Sleep well in the past, kid. We're doing okay now. Just try. Shine halogen bleeds through foggy windows as the meter clicks off at 3:11 a.m. You slid into the front seat without a name, shaking rain off your coat, staring at the map on my screen. You asked if I ever just keep driving past my own stop, and I tapped the steering wheel, unable to lie to you. Two people running away from different shadows, sharing cold air from the dashboard vents. You do not know my secrets, I do not know your story, but right now this moving cabin is the safest room on earth. So where are we going when the city goes quiet? You point at an exit that neither of us knows. We talk about heartbreaks like weather on the radio. Two total strangers finding comfort on an empty road. No names exchanged, just quiet understanding, driving through the dark until the feeling slows. Yeah. You tell me your job ended early this evening. I tell you I cannot face my apartment alone. You roll down the window, catching cool river breeze, and laugh when I miss a green light, because I was listening. It is strange how a stranger can hear what friends miss. Unfiltered truth flowing free in the dark. So where are we going when the city goes quiet? You point at an exit that neither of us knows. We talk about heartbreaks like weather on the radio. Two total strangers finding comfort on an empty road. No names exchanged, just quiet understanding, driving through the dark until the feeling slows. Under yellow neon at a 24-hour gas station, you buy us two hot canned coffees without asking. You hand one across the console and say take care, unbuckling your seatbelt as the trip reaches its end. The door clicks shut and you walk into the quiet night. Sunlight fades in my rearview mirror. I shift in the drive with a lighter chest. Thank you for the conversation on the way. yeah, yeah. Yesterday you mentioned how my hands stay clenched on steering wheels. Now at 2 in the morning I notice how quiet it feels. A single receipt from a drive-through window rattles under the vent. The climate dial is set to 22 degrees just like you meant. A wiper blade leaves a faint arc of dust across the top right edge. A yellow crane sits motionless above the concrete ledge. Small things pile up when the radio goes quiet. The city stops its noise, ending its daily riot. I count the yellow reflectors on the guardrail wire. My reflection in the side glass looks slightly more tired. Driving down the empty lanes, collecting small details. The blinking yellow traffic light where the street power fails. A paper cup in the holder 3 days. Cold and dry, your casual words yesterday. Floating right on by, watch the digital dashboard shift from 34 to 5. Just small observations keeping this quiet hour alive. Hey, hey, hey. A convenience store truck unloads blue plastic crates on the curb. Nothing else in this lumbering neighborhood dares to disturb. A stray cat sits on the warm hood of a parked silver sedan. I change lanes slowly without making a real plan. A forgotten peppermint rattles inside the plastic coin tray. I remember every small thing you didn't mean to say. Driving down the empty lanes, collecting small details. The blinking yellow traffic light where the street power fails. A paper cup in the holder 3 days. Cold and dry, your casual words yesterday. Floating right on by, watch the digital dashboard shift from 34 to 5. Just small observations keeping this quiet hour alive. An orange light flickers on the underpass while a quiet night collecting almost nothing at all. Just small notes saved in the dark as the engine idles near the park. Very whoa. Afraid wool scratch against my wrist. This oversized cardigan you left on the backseat floorboard. I pulled it over my shoulders when the cold air hit, and suddenly the smell of your cedar perfume washed forward. The tollgate gate swings open to an empty lane. Headlights carving out a tunnel through the quiet dark. My thumb rubs the worn fabric where the seam parted ways. Just like the winter we slowly unraveled at the park. 80 kilometers on an empty outer ring. The tachometer ticks softly while the city falls asleep. Every stretch of pavement brings back another thing I promised I would bury, but I kept it way too deep. Now I am driving through the coast of 2 years ago, watching streetlights flash like film frames in a row. You are sitting right beside me in the passenger space, laughing in the dim light, wiping frost off your face. I press my palm into the soft faded sleep, wondering why it took a lonely highway to grieve. Remember that diner off the late night ramp? You spill hot chocolate right onto these knitted threads. We sat under neon leaking through the rain down, talking about dreams that never made it out of our heads. Tonight the dashboard glow turns everything pale blue. I gear down slowly as the river bridges start to appear. I catch my own reflection and I swear I see you leaning toward the radio to sing in my ear. Now I am driving through the ghost of 2 years ago, watching streetlights flash like film frames in a row. You are sitting right beside me in the passenger space, laughing in the dim light, wiping frost off your face. I press my palm into the soft faded sleeve, wondering why it took a lonely highway to grieve. We thought we were steady like concrete and steel, but we were just loose threads caught inside the wheel. The exit sign for your old neighborhood blinks yellow. I stay in the far lane, let the engine grow mellow. I do not take the off-ramp, caught him resting against my steering grip. The heated breeze, warm air across the console box. Your sweater stays draped on the passenger side as I drift past the final exit in the silence of 3 o'clock. Just me, the road, and the texture of what we left behind. Flickers on the digital clock, shining quiet orange against the dark interior. I shift into third gear and watch the empty overpass, wondering what we will look like when we turn 35. Will you still rest your chin against your hand like that? Will the same ones today still carry our secrets across the city? I pause at a flashing yellow light on the avenue, projecting a scene from a movie that hasn't been filmed yet. Maybe we will own a quiet house near the coast, or maybe we'll still be chasing deadlines in the same apartment block. Either way, I see us driving down an endless midnight highway, laughing at how nervous we used to be. Right now, I picture us years from tonight, cruising through a city that has changed the skyline. Your hair might be shorter, my hands a little rougher, but the passenger seat will still belong to you. We will look back at this exact stretch of road and smile because we made it through the dark intact. I imagine a small car seat anchored in the back, or just 2 vintage suitcases packed for a weekend escape. The streetlights pass overhead in rhythm like a pendulum, counting down the months until our future catches up to us. You are sleeping softly next to me in the current timeline, on a way that in my head I have already bought us 10 more years. I keep my foot steady on the pedal, building a bridge into tomorrow, line by line. I picture us years from tonight, cruising through a city that has changed the skyline. Your hair might be shorter, my hands a little rougher, but the passenger seat will still belong to you. We will look back at this exact stretch of road and smile because we made it through the dark intact. Time moves faster than the speedometer claims. We are accumulating miles like dust on the rear window frame. I don't need a fortune teller or a golden map, just this quiet guarantee that we are heading somewhere real. The future is closer than it was a minute ago. Keep sleeping, my love, I will drive us all the way there. A bent silver paper clip rests flat on the veneer table. I stare at it until the silence gets too loud to ignore. My coat is already hanging by the front door, so I grab the car fob without checking my phone display. The elevator drops 12 floors in quiet isolation. I step out into the basement, chill, unlock doors, clicking open. Engine starts with a low rumble, cutting through the dark. And I pull out into the sleeping streets of Gangnam. No destination safe in the navigation map tonight, just turning where the yellow lights blink slow. I keep asking myself why I keep running from the quiet room, as if 40 miles an hour could outrun my thoughts. Late night drive under the dim highway lamps, watching my own reflection against the dark side window. I spent the whole day pretending I was fine with everything, but out here on the empty road, I can't lie to myself. Unread messages sitting in my pocket, and I just keep my hands tight on the steering wheel. The breeze coming through the cracked window feels sharp. It clears out the stale air and the lingering doubts. I remember how we used to complain about the traffic jams here. Now the 4 lanes are completely wide open for just me. I switched the radio station, searching for a slow bass line, something to match the rhythm of my tired breathing. Every toll gate I pass feels like a small boundary crossed, leaving behind another piece of this heavy week. No destination safe in the navigation map tonight, just turning where the yellow lights blink slow. I keep asking myself why I keep running from the quiet room, as if 40 miles an hour could outrun my thoughts. Late night driving under the dim highway lamps, watching my own reflection against the dark side window. I spent the whole day pretending I was fine with everything, but out here on the empty road, I can't lie to myself. Unread messages sitting in my pocket, and I just keep my hands tight on the steering wheel. Maybe I don't need a clean answer by morning. Maybe it's enough to just let the tires roll along the asphalt. The city looks so gentle when everyone else is sleeping, and for the first time today, my chest feels lighter. Exiting toward the quiet neighborhood lane now. The dashboard clock turns past 4 in silence. I turn off the ignition and sit in the dark for a moment. Finally ready to go back upstairs. A loose steel drain cover rattles softly as we cross. You haven't said a word since you closed my passenger door. Your shoulders carry every heavy promise from this week, and that glowing screen in your lap won't let you sleep. I won't ask what happened at the office or at home. We can just follow the yellow streetlights where they roam. The avenue feels like an empty set at 2:45. Just two old friends listening to the engine stay alive. You don't have to explain why your voice cracked on the car. I brought an extra coat if you wanna let the window fall. The late chill air clears out what words can never fix, as we float past dark tower blocks made of glass and bricks. Leave your phone inside the glove box for a while. You don't need to fake that exhausted polite smile. We can hit the river bridge and ride until the lane turns wide. I am right here at the wheel, nothing left for you to hide. If the world demanded too much from your heart today, we will just drive until the heavy feeling fades away. Remember when we used to drink warm cans of tea, talking about the adults we never thought we would be. Now you were managing a team and paying rent on time, losing sleep over mistakes that were never your crime. Watch the red tail lights of a distant truck ahead, unclench your jaw for once, put down your heavy head. No performance reviews out here on this endless stretch of black, just a steady bass of the tires holding nothing back. Leave your phone inside the glove box for a while. You don't need to fake that exhausted polite smile. We can hit the river bridge and ride until the lane turns wide. I am right here at the wheel, nothing left for you to hide. If the world demanded too much from your heart today, we will just drive until the heavy feeling fades away. If you wanna yell, the engine noise will drown it out. If you wanna sit in silence, I know what that's about. You spent 6 days being strong for everybody else. Tonight you get to be a broken human by yourself. The rattling sound of that drain cover is miles behind us now. Rest your eyes, my friend, we will figure this out somehow. Just rest your eyes, I will keep steering us home. Moist ozone and burnt petroleum drift through the cracked driver window. He rests one hand on the worn steering wheel while the city slumbers below. Jack Young sits in the passenger seat, staring straight ahead at yellow road lines. Neither of them speaks a word about the lease they decided not to sign. The speedometer hovers at 60 through the quiet tunnel arc. A faint scent of lavender perfume mixes with the asphalt in the dark. He shifts into fourth gear without taking his eyes off the lane. She turns down the heater, watching catching drops of early winter rain. They have 30 more miles of asphalt before the highway turns north. Two shadows moving sideways, measuring what a silence is worth. He never checks the rearview mirror when the night grows as deep. She lets her head rest on the glass, pretending she is asleep. Over the gangland bridge, past the blinking hazard lights, they trade their unspoken words for the emptiness of late night drives. No promises made, no reasons left to break or defend. Just red tail lights bleeding out where the city limits end. A aroma of damp asphalt clings to the leather seat seams. He reaches for a paper cup filled with lukewarm instant cream. She remembers how we used to hum along to lo-fi beat tracks. Now the dashboard radio just crackles with low hums and static cracks. He takes an exit ramp towards the sleepy riverbed, knowing neither one knows how this nocturnal trip will end. A faint smell of cheap tobacco wafts in from a passing freight truck. He adjusts the air vent angle, wishing for a bit of simple luck. She unbuckles her seatbelt slightly, leaning closer to the door. Two people who share 5 years, now afraid to ask for more. The engine purrs low, like a heartbeat slow by the cold, carrying a secret story that neither will ever unfold. He never checks the rearview mirror when the night grows as deep. She lets her head rest on the glass, pretending she is asleep. Over the Gangnam Bridge, past the blinking hazard lights, they trade their unspoken words for the emptiness of late night drives. No promises made, no reasons left to break or defend. Just red tail lights bleeding out where the city limits end. The smell of wet earth fills the cab as the toll gate disappears. He keeps driving forward through the quiet fog of lingering years. She closes her eyes completely now. The car moves on into the dark. An uninvited thought breaks muted air, slicing through the quiet like a hiding glare. The speedometer needle holds a steady 45, coasting past the silent concrete where the city used to thrive. So the young lens paint the dashboard in an amber glow, reflections gliding on the glass, smooth and slow. The wiper blades leave a thin transparent line, marking every second on this late night design. Orange azure lights flicker off the concrete wall. In this isolated lane there is no sound at all, just the engine humming low underneath the floor, and the shadow of a feeling I cannot ignore. Cinematic static on the radio dial. We haven't spoken across this distance in a while. Red tail lights stretching to the foggy night ahead, tracing all the words that we left unsaid. Driving through the dark till the city fades away, chasing down the ghosts from yesterday. Underneath the overpass, the shadows pull along. The baseline pulses like an unfinished song. I shift into fourth gear, passing exit 23, where the river mirror reflects the quiet silhouette of me. A plastic receipt flutters softly on the floor, reminding me of places we don't visit anymore. The toll booth operator gives a nod without a word, as the quietest realization is finally heard. Cinematic static on the radio dial. We haven't spoken across this distance in a while. Red tail lights stretching to the foggy night ahead, tracing all the words that we left unsaid. Driving through the dark till the city fades away, chasing down the ghosts from yesterday. The asphalt glistens like black velvet in the rain, cooling down the engine and washing out the pain. No destination punched into the GPS display, just miles of open highway taking thoughts away. A sudden clarity takes shape inside the glass, watching every streetlight gently pass. Exiting the loop now, the sky turns deep navy blue. The quiet returns, but it belongs to someone new. Tires rolling softly on the damp gravel lane, parked beside the river, a specific minute where sadness turns into tiredness. My hands rest at 10 and 2 on the cold vinyl. The speedometer needle hovers near 65. I skip dinner again because ordering felt like a chore. The asphalt keeps humming under these worn tires. My mind jumps from that email I left draft saved to the way your voice sounded flat over the phone 3 hours ago. A yellow light blinks once, twice, then fades in my rearview mirror. I check the fuel gauge, quarter tank left. Maybe I should just keep rolling past the city limit sign. No destination programmed in the navigation box, just lane lines dissolving into dark, damp asphalt. Stream of thoughts leaking out through the cracked driver's side window. Low bass rattling the door frame softly while the city slumbers. I do not know where I'm going or what I am trying to prove, just drifting down the bypass with static on the dashboard radio. The wipers clear, nothing because it is not even raining. Just habit, just noise, just me trying to stay awake. I wonder if my apartment landlord noticed I left the porch light on. That expense report is due by 9 in the morning tomorrow. 29 feels too old to feel this lost inside a sedan. A delivery driver on a scooter cuts past on the right. He has somewhere to go, someone waiting for warm food. I have 3 receipts crumpled inside the cup holder. One for iced coffee, one for highway toll, one for ibuprofen. Why did I say I was busy when you asked if I wanted to talk? I checked the fuel gauge, quarter tank left. Maybe I should just keep rolling past the city limit sign. No destination programmed in the navigation box, just lane lines dissolving into dark, damp asphalt. Stream of thoughts leaking out through the cracked driver's side window. Low bass rattling the door frame softly while the city slumbers. I do not know where I'm going or what I am trying to prove, just drifting down the bypass with static on the dashboard radio. The wipers clear, nothing because it is not even raining. Just habit, just noise, just me trying to stay awake. Left turn indicator ticking like an anxious heartbeat. In a quiet room, I do not even want to turn left. I just wanted to hear the click. The overhead street lights cast red. My amber slashes across my lap. 1 second dark, 1 second bright, 1 second dark again. If I stop at the next gas station, will I actually get out? Or will I just sit in the parking lot scrolling until the screen turns black? Ticking indicator stops. Engine idle vibrating through my sneakers. 0 notifications on the screen. Is there a specific minute where tiredness turns into peace? I pull over to the shoulder and turn off the headlights. Worn fabric sacks under the full weight of my body. A rigid office chair that remembers every silent hour. I shift into drive, letting the engine hum replace the ticking clock. Leaving behind the desk where you used to sit until 3 in the morning. You were 19 then, staring at cheap wallpaper, wondering if the world outside ever had room for someone like us. Now the steering wheel rests cold beneath my palms, and I wish I could pull up right outside your window. The city lights blink off one by one, reflecting off the quiet asphalt stretch. I press the pedal down and breathe the chill, sending a voice back to the boy you were. Don't hold your breath in that small, dark room. The future isn't as terrifying as you think. I am driving down the highway you dreamed about, with the windows down and nothing left to prove. You made it through the longest night, so let your heavy shoulders rest tonight. Remember buying cold triangular gimbap at the corner shop, counting pocket change while the fluorescent lights buzzed overhead. You thought every mistake was permanent, every detour a dead end. You cried on the stairs because you thought you fell behind. If you could see me now cruising past the river bridges, you would stop biting your nails and look up at the sky. The debt of your anxieties has finally been paid. The road cleared out the second you stopped blaming yourself. City lights blink off one by one, reflecting off the quiet asphalt stretch. I press the pedal down and breathe the chill, sending a voice back to the boy you were. Don't hold your breath in that small let your heavy shoulders rest tonight. I know you are still sitting at that cramped wooden desk, pressing your forehead against the cool plywood surface. Listen to the low bass vibration coming from this car. It is the sound of us surviving every fear you had. You can put down the pen now. You can close those heavy textbooks. The street lamps fade into the rearview mirror. Sleep well, my 19-year-old self. The drive is smooth, and I will handle the rest. Saffron yellow book covers the dash as you slide into the seat. You drop a heavy canvas bag right down between your feet. You ask me if I'm on the chill, I tell you it's okay. The meter hasn't started yet, we've got no words to say. You glance at my GPS screen, see no pin drop down. Just two exhausted strangers rolling through a sleeping town. You tell me that your apartment feels too quiet for your head. I tell you my small room feels like a place I used to dread. The speed limit says 50, but the lane is ours tonight. We don't ask for each other's names under the dashboard light. Just passing through the underpass where shadows stretch and bend. Two people keeping quiet till the paved road has to end. Where are you headed when the house is cold? Who do you call when the story's getting old? We're just passing headlights on the outer lane, trading little secrets to escape the same old pain. Drive a little slower, don't look at the time. Your story isn't yours, and this road isn't mine. You pull a menthol cigarette and put it back again. Remembering the rule about no smoking in the van. I roll the window down an inch to let the cool air blow. You say you broke a 5-year streak just 3 short hours ago. I laugh a little softly, say I lost my dream last week. It's funny how the strangers we can finally speak. No judging eyes, no history, no promises to keep. Just 40 miles of asphalt while the rest of city's asleep. The speed limit says 50, but the lane is ours tonight. We don't ask for each other's names under the dashboard light. Just passing through the underpass where shadows stretch and bend. Two people keeping quiet till the paved road has to end. Where are you headed when the house is cold? Who do you call when the story's getting old? We're just passing headlights on the outer lane, trading little secrets to escape the same old pain. Drive a little slower, don't look at the time. Your story isn't yours, and this road isn't mine. At the red light by the river, you look out at the dark, seeing everyone is searching for a tiny missing spark. I'll pull up to the corner where you said you wanna land. You leave exact change on the console with a trembling hand. Thanks for the ride, you whisper, closing up the door. We'll never meet again, but I don't feel lost anymore. Saffron light fades off as you cross the empty street. Just 2 random lives that happen to briefly meet. Keep driving through the quiet dark. Keep driving till the morning comes. Your words yesterday about my habit of holding breath at stoplights come back as the yellow signal flashes 3 times above the empty lane. A half-peel sticker on the steering wheel catches the green glow. The small tear in the passenger seat seam exposes a bit of white foam. A silver ring sits in the cup holder next to a driver's seat from last Tuesday. The windshield wiper leaves one thin line of water right at eye level. Notice how the toll booth gate stays lifted after midnight. Notice how the air vent smells faintly of sweet mint and rubber. The road isn't asking where I need to go, it just rolls beneath the wheels without a sound. I keep a mental tally of every tiny thing tonight. The flicker of the gas gauge needle sitting on a quarter tank. The dark red brick wall of the closed bakery on the corner. Your voice from yesterday saying I always drive too far, while the white lines on the asphalt disappear behind me one by one. A faint squeak from the brake pedal whenever I slow down near the river. An empty plastic water bottle rattling under the passenger seat. The digital display shows 64 kilometers per hour steady and plain. Forgotten parking ticket tucked into the sun visor hanging low. The blue light from a convenience store sign reflecting off wet asphalt. A stray dog waiting patiently at the edge of an empty crosswalk. A mental tally of every tiny thing tonight. The flicker of the gas gauge needle sitting on a quarter tank. The dark red brick wall with the closed bakery on the corner. Your voice from yesterday saying always drive too far, while the white lines on the asphalt disappear behind me one by one. Yesterday you said I noticed everything except the main point. Maybe you were right about the way I collect these small pieces. The faint hum of the tire treads on wet concrete, the smudged thumbprint right in the center of the rearview mirror. I count them all because they don't ask for an answer. A blinking amber light at the turn-off, the exhaust pipe blowing soft steam in the cold night air. Your voice fading into the quiet cabin, just the quiet road and me. Curse chorus leaves drag across leather as I steer into the northern bypass lane. The stiff ribbon catches on the seams, pulling me back to a winter full of rain. You used to tuck your hands inside those cuffs, holding warm canned coffee just to feel the heat. Your quiet breath fogging up the glass while we park beside an empty street. The speedometer stays locked at 85. Every glowing signpost calls your name. Up the driving out will clear my head, but the rear view mirror plays the same old frame. We left the hem unraveling back then, a loose thread drifting in the midnight air. I pressed the gas and chased the fading lines, wishing I could find you sitting there. Late night expressway, ooh, 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 ooh. Nobody in sight, ooh, 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 ooh. Just memories spinning in the dashboard light. I remember the exact tone of your voice when you said we were running out of time. You tapped your fingernails against the dash, setting a rhythm to a bitter rhyme. Now the air conditioner blows cold mist and the passenger seat is holding only dust. Every exit ramp I pass tonight feels like another bridge we let decay to rust. I pull over on the shoulder near the riverbank, just the frayed edge of my sleeve again. It feels like yesterday you held my wrist, asking where the highway has to end. The hem unraveling back then, a loose thread drifting in the midnight air. I pressed the gas and chased the fading lines, wishing I could find you sitting there. Late night expressway, ooh, 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 ooh. Nobody in sight, ooh, 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 ooh. Just memories spinning in the dashboard light. Course corduroy against the leather wheel. I turn the key and let the engine rest. The city lights burn quiet in the dark, and I fold the memory back into my chest. Yeah. Soul burns red in the silence as we cruise past the sleeping towers. I look at your profile in the dark and project us forward 10,000 hours. Maybe in 6 years we will drive this car with lighter minds and fewer fears, holding hands across the center console, laughing off these heavy young years. The city lights blinking slow rhythm, painting silver lines across your skin. I wonder if we will still choose this highway when the settled years finally begin. In that distant late night drive, will we play the same sad songs when our tired eyes look back, and now we will see where we both belong. No more running from our 20s, just the open lane ahead, holding space for every promise that our younger voices said. I picture future, quiet dog asleep in the backseat. Your ring catching the green signal light. Where the outer bypass meets the river, everything feeling settled and right. We won't be checking our bank accounts or stressing over tomorrow's call. Just two people who made it through the storm and somehow didn't crash at all. Right now my heart is still unsteady, trying to figure out who I should be. But when I close my eyes at 60 miles, that future version of us is all I see. We are gone, we are whole, we are cruising home together. The future is a quiet green light. We are getting closer every mile. Just keep driving through the night.